Well, Dom, first of all, welcome back. You must be delighted to be committing again for the 2021 Vitality Blast season. How excited are you to be working with the squad again?
And I'm glad that I'm back this season. Last season was obviously a difficult season for a lot of reasons: injuries and lack of overseas players, playing away from home, and the results, weren't as good as the year before. That's quite obvious. But it's great to be back. Great to be back involved again, once again with Derbyshire, and hopefully this year will be a better year on the field than it was last year.
Yeah, you mentioned that last season was a bit disappointing. It was difficult for all manner of reasons. But I mean, I suppose in a way that ignites a bit more of a fire, doesn't it, to come back and settle some scores?
Well, it does, yeah. Of course, you don't want to have a season like you had last season. And to be fair, it always looked like it was going to be on the cards like that with the lack of experience we had. Like I say, lack of overseas, training at Repton, not having to training facilities at home, all the things that were going to make it difficult. But like I said, the experience that some of these guys would have taken out of last year, games that we should have won, quite simply, the games against, Lancashire, that we should have won at Headingley, that will help us this year. So obviously, we want to go into every game this year believing we can beat, opposition. There's some good sides out there, but with a couple of good overseas and experienced guys back and a couple of players who were injured last year, Finn Hudson-Prentice, who was injured for most of the T20 Vitality Blast. Our squad's going to be better. We're going to be obviously prepared and ready to go, and let's hope, like you say, not to get something back on the opposition, but better performances will bring better results.
And you mentioned about not having overseas players last season. One player who comes in this year from abroad is Ben McDermott. I'm sure you were keeping up with his Big Bash campaign. He's a really exciting addition, isn't he?
He is. He's a powerful batsman. We've seen that in the Big Bash out in Australia. We've also seen it for Australia as well, so that'll help him. But also the fact that he brings in a right-handed batsman as well, a right-handed batsman as well, which will help in that top order. We've been obviously overbalanced in some ways with the left-handed batsmen, the likes of Billy and Lewis and Leas, and throw in Tom Wood as well, who did really well in that game against Yorkshire, the last game up at Headingley. You've now got two powerful right-handed batsmen, so Ben McDermott will definitely be a crucial part of our team, a crucial part for a lot of reasons. The fact that he brings in overseas experience, the fact that he's a right-hander, the fact that he's in good form at the moment, and also throwing the fact he can keep wicket as well. So there's also an option there where, we could, look for him to utilise him in that position as well. So there's a lot of things that he brings, but mainly it's the experience and the fact that he's in good form at the moment.
And one real quirk of last season, there were many differences for all teams really, but one that affected Derbyshire was that every game was on the road. We didn't play in Derby last year. I mean, how much are you looking forward to getting back to the Incora County ground and hopefully playing from some supporters as well?
Yeah, look, I think everybody, not just me as a coach, but players, supporters, it'd be great to have some supporters there and to have the Derbyshire fans back. Let's hope they're back for Chesterfield as well to take on Yorkshire at Chesterfield. We've had some good results there, big crowds there. Let's hope and pray that with this virus, it does allow us to have crowds. But to be back on home soil, to be able to practice on our facilities we have an excellent groundsman in Neil Godrich who will get us pitches ready and practice facilities ready. So it's going to benefit us. Of course it is. But at the end of the day, we have to perform. Doesn't matter whether we're home, away, neutral venues, whatever it is. We have to perform well as a side. And I think, although last year was a difficult year, look, it wasn't easy for me. I hate losing. I don't like losing as a player. I don't like losing as a coach. But like I said, the experience that some of these guys got last year, playing against some top opposition away from home as well, hopefully they'll reap the rewards of that when they're in their own environment, a couple of overseas at the Incora County ground, playing for this badge here, and going out there and hopefully showing the members, hopefully they're watching on the ground, just the sort of side we are, because we're just going to fight every single ball and hopefully, fight away to victories.